Town, New Orleans. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the New Orleans Saints. Here now to get us started is Logan Cook, and we are underway from the Superdome. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. Oh, good return up past the 30. And he'll have good field position here as he's out of bounds up at about the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Dalton right to the air. Here's Johnson with a reception. On the move past the 40. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. The first carry now, this is Alvin Kamara. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Oh, a design run for their wideout. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Chris Olave, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Saints march right down the field in 3 plays to claim the early advantage. Lutz with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. From the 10. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10 at their own 27. And here's a Louisiana native from the town of Jennings. It's Travis Etienne. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Well, go ahead and strap in, partner. Less than 2 minutes in, had the score on the one side. A quick answer, though, to get the equalizer.
Sometimes you get that sense of urgency that ratchets up, right? When you give up an early touchdown like that, you just know you're like, okay, how do we go back and equalize things? Can we get it done fast? And they absolutely did. Essentially, we're back to even, aren't we?
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. The football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage, while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Dalton now, the pass. There's Chris Olave. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. Taking it right down Broadway. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, 54 yards. And the Saints have taken the lead. Lutz good on the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. It really doesn't get much easier than the last drive. One play, and they took it all the way to the house on the touchdown run.
And you know how many times we talked about that's exactly how they drew it up, because essentially every play that's drawn up in an offensive playbook, if everyone does their job perfectly, should go for a touchdown, right? That's one that actually did. Give a little credit to those big fellas up front, too. They sprang their man for not only a big gain, but 6 points.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Lawrence. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They approach this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on the first 2 throws has them hovering up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get the momentum going again.
On 3rd down, Lawrence. And that's incomplete.
Anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
They're going on 4th down. Lawrence. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk, and it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off, and the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. Dalton, 1st and 10. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Dalton off play action. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. It's complete right side to Benjamin. Touchdown, Saints. Eno Benjamin from 8 yards out, and the Saints have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Lutz with the extra point, and it's now 21-7. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Takes it at the 7. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10. Down at the 26-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
As this offense gets ready here for this drive, Charles, you still wonder about that prior drive. Went for it on 4th down in their own territory, didn't get it, and then that led to a touchdown on the other side.
And I don't mind the aggressiveness. In fact, I'm usually a huge fan of it, but I just want teams to always weigh risk and reward. To me, too early in this game because reward just wasn't big enough to go for it there in case they failed. Now the pressure, back on their offense to pick themselves up, and they gave the touchdown that was just given up.
This is caught. It's Kirk. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints 35. A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. ETN up the middle. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6. Now Lawrence to throw. He'll get that underneath ETN. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25. On first and 10, it's ETN. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's second and 9.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They never went crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
On second and 9, Lawrence. Open man is Kirk, complete. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's third and 2. They'll run with ETN. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. From the 13 now, they work on first and 10. Lawrence will throw. Throw right side is going to be caught by Kirk. Touchdown, Jaguars. Christian Kirk on the receiving end of that touchdown pass from Trevor Lawrence. And the Jaguars have cut it back within a score. Patterson now for the extra point. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now.
Jaguars 14.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. And they've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
From the 29, Dalton looking for the out route. It's completed to Landry. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. It's a gain of 4, and it gets him the first. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. So here's a first and 10 at the 38. To throw here, Dalton. And that one going to come up short. Low throw. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. So Dalton now. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Johnson. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 41-yard line. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Dalton operating in the red zone now. On the check down, he finds Kamara. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. Ball at the 14 for 2nd and 5. Kamara up the middle. And tackled down after after a gain of 3. Leaves them with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Trying a little razzle-dazzle on 3rd and short. I don't think anyone in the building fooled right there, as that one is going to blow up in their faces. So on 4th down, on comes Saints kicker Will Lutz. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. The kick by Lutz is good. The lead works its way up to 10, 24-14. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that, and we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. The 40. Jamal Agnew. He will take this all the way. Touchdown. It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Now, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21. So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. Takes it at the 7. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3 from the 10? And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Jaguars take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
Oh, wide open, complete. Touchdown, Jaguars. Or as he was shuffling right out of the pocket, you could just tell he was going to take a shot downfield. He had his eyes down there the whole way.
He certainly did. He wasn't taking off to go, right? When he was flushed from the pocket, a lot of times you see him, eyes will drop, ball will get tucked, and he takes off, becomes a running back. But as you noted, stayed alive as a passer, tremendous body control, and a pretty good arm there, too.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent is still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Dalton over the middle, complete. It's Johnson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. A give to Kamara running right. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's a heck of an effort from Josh Allen getting in there defensively. So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. Play action here with Dalton. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And the Jaguars will take over possession here up at the 44. But really not much secret there. 3rd and long, Charles, that he was looking to throw the football. And I would imagine as a defender, you're kind of salivating in that spot, right?
You certainly are, because 3rd and long situations, they tip the scale towards the defense every single time. Now you're actually able to dictate and understand what the offense is trying to do. You know where the 1st down marker is. You set your defense that way, and maybe you can be a little more aggressive in certain situations because of that. You start focusing on your coverage assignment, and when the ball's released, you break on it and make a play, as we just saw there.
Now we'll throw here to his running back. On the move past the 40. And some room to run now. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It's a big play for the Jaguars. And even 40 yards.
He was not the primary target. They expected to get the ball downfield, instead checked it down. An old coach of mine used to say to us all the time, when they check it down, that should end the down. In this case, though, he foiled that in a big way and turned it into a big play.
A shotgun snap and a give to ETN. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. Facing a 2nd and 6 from the 8. And they'll go again with ETN. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Travis Etienne, an 8-yard touchdown run. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11.
Saints 24.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. So the offense back out now, coming off its first interception of the game the last time out, trying to reestablish some momentum here, Charles. But they're trailing defensively. Maybe these guys... And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. They'll get this out to Kamara. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Despite only needing 1, Dalton to throw. He gets this one to Johnson. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. A 10th carry for Kamara. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Andy Dalton drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. Touchdown, Saints. Alvin Kamara. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Saints have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now we should realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This one taken just inside the 10. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They've been rolling the last couple of drives, each ending in touchdowns. So this game is flipped. They were down, now they're up with the football. We'll see how they handle it.
Can we get a spy on the headset now between the head coach and offensive coordinator? Because they've been in attack mode. Had to get back into the game. Now they have the lead. Do you stay on the attack, or do you dial it back a little bit to try and protect this lead?
Well, my cop-out answer would be somewhere in the middle. I think it's going to be a fine line, is it not?
I think you're exactly right, but I do think if they can stay aggressive and keep them on their heels, they'll be best served that way.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. On 1st down, right back to ETN. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. And now they'll throw it with Lawrence. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a 1st.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football.
Come on, set. Opposite. Kill.
And a short gain here, down to the 22. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
And he takes it in. Touch.